1 year ago, I gave away my mattress and started sleeping on a floor futon. Cue the confetti. Celebration, yes. You see, my expensive mattress that I had invested so much money in was not working for me, and rather than going ahead and shelling out a whole bunch of money on a new one, I started sleeping on the floor as a way to delay that purchase. But after a couple weeks, something crazy happened because I used to always wake up groggy and stiff and just feeling like I wasn't well rested. But suddenly, after being on the floor for a bit, I would wake up and I'd have less and less back pain until the point it disappeared. And then I was just feeling amazing. Every day that I would wake up, I just felt better and like I was ready to conquer the world. And I was like, what is going on here? So it got me thinking that what if the solution to better sleep is not buying something expensive, but it's actually removing all the excess? What if it's just about simplifying your setup and returning to the earth, the ground? So today I'm just going to share with you my experiences from spending 365 days on the floor, the benefits, the challenges, and what I have learned in this past year. So whether you're curious about floor sleeping or you think this whole thing is weird, I will just share with you how my body and my sleep routine have changed, how my sleep quality has improved, and how reclaiming my floor space has opened up possibilities that I did not expect. So if you're ready, let us get into it. But first, a nap. Just kidding. Let's go. So first, let me take you back to where this all started. Many moons ago, I was dealing with chronic back pain, and I figured it was just the result of carrying two spawn within my womb. And it's just part of getting older, being a mom, all of that stuff. So, I tried everything. I did the expensive mattresses, I did PT, I did chiropractors, I did stretching routines, all of that, and nothing provided lasting relief. It just happened that a year ago, my neighbor texted me and asked if I had any furniture that I was willing to part with because her friend was starting over from scratch. She had no bed, she had no couches, all of that. And I was like, I have beds, I have couches, I have all this stuff I don't really need. And the minimalist side of me was like, just get rid of it. So everything was still in good shape and I gave it away, but I had no plan after that. I was just like, hey, we'll figure it out. But I did know that I did not want to spend more money on another mattress. I ended up doing some research and somehow I came upon like Japanese traditional floor sleeping and also Mike Chang's video on why he sleeps on the floor. And it was just, all of it just sounded good to me. It sounded like there were actually benefits to sleeping on the floor. So I was like, you know what? This is a lot cheaper than spending another grand on an expensive mattress. Let's just try it out and then we'll figure it out from there. Honestly, it sounded counterintuitive, like sleeping on a firmer surface, but I really had nothing to lose at that point except another grand. So I was like, all right, let's spend like $80 on a cheaper solution for now and then we'll figure it out. And I'm not gonna lie, the first 3 nights were really challenging. I really regretted my decisions. I felt like I had made a big mistake. But I just soldiered on and trusted the process. And then something weird happened on the 4th night. Like, I woke up and I felt better than I had felt in years. I felt like I had so much energy upon waking up. I felt like my back pain was way better and I wasn't all sore and stiff. And at that point, I figured we really got to give this a chance. So by the 3rd week, I felt like I was a completely different person. I felt so much better. I felt no more stiffness. My back pain was like gone and I was like, why did I not do this sooner? How come I did not know about this sooner? This is amazing. And so that is how we are here 365 days later. So let's talk about what physically changed with my body from sleeping on the floor for a year. One of the main things that I've noticed, and this is just because of floor life in general too, was that it made it a lot easier for me to get up and down from the floor with no problems just because I was doing it by default. Going to bed every night, waking up every morning. And then of course, like after getting into floor sleeping, I also got into more of floor sitting at a floor desk. So I'm all about like finding ways to just incorporate these movements into my everyday life. So not having to have a separate workout for it, that's like my thing, like I don't mind doing mobility exercises, but if I can just do it by default with the way that I am living and stuff, being able to get up and down and have no troubles, like need no hands and just squat and be like a monkey, whatever. But that's like the main thing that I noticed like within a few days. And then on top of that, definitely the big selling point for me was just not having any more chronic back pain after having dealt with that for years and years and thinking that was just gonna be my life. No, no, no. I'm so glad that I just decided to make these little tweaks and by accident ended up like fixing my back pain and making it go away. So those are like two big physical benefits that I love so much. I think part of why my back pain is gone is when you're sleeping in a regular mattress, usually parts of your body are sinking down further than other parts. So it's not really in alignment. And here on the floor, like with just like a thin mattress, you're on a firmer surface and your spine is more likely to just stay in alignment throughout the night. And you don't have to worry about it. Like your muscles aren't tensing up, trying to stabilize everything. And I feel like that's why I was waking up sore every morning because my muscles were fighting for their life overnight. And I didn't know what was going on. I just thought that was just, and I feel like so many people are just walking around with back pain that could be prevented, but you just don't know. You don't know, and it just gets worse and worse as the years go on, and you're thinking, oh, it's just because I'm getting older. But if you're spending 8 hours on a mattress that is not right for you, sleeping on a surface that is doing you more harm than good, and you do that every day for a third of your life, that could be part of it. That could be a real problem, guys. And I just didn't even know that that was a thing. One of the challenges I did face and I had to figure out throughout this past year is the best surface to put my floor futon on. And a big consideration is airflow. So I've actually had the opportunity to try out several different tatami mats because that's usually what is recommended to put under a floor futon mattress. And so I wanted to just share with you the one that I have settled upon, which is this Zonli tatami mat that I recently was able to try out. It's been amazing thus far. And look at that. It's made out of natural coconut fiber and jute materials. It's made for modern day living. So it's very lightweight and it's so easy to just like lift up everything and go. Just in general, I'm all about portability. So I'm able to just move this whole setup around really easily. And then also if I want it to disappear, I can just take these, stack them somewhere, pop them in the closet. I can also fold up my mattress into a couch. And this is just what really works for my setup, especially when I go to film things for you guys. It's almost an inch thick, so it's not like flimsy, it's not too thin or anything. And it just gives you the best of both worlds in terms of being portable, but also still providing exactly what you need for breathability and airflow. The way that I've been moving around over the past year has been just so much better. And it just makes things so easier. Like, it's kind of just like playing. My main goal as I age is just to remain sprightly, guys, and age gracefully. Like, I don't want nobody having to help me out when I'm old. I don't want to be using a cane or a walker. I don't want to be stuck on a toilet nowhere. Guys, for real though, like, you don't have to age like that. Like, you can age well. There's people all over the world that show you that you can age well, especially in the blue zones. They eat in right and they move in right. They going through all the range of motion. And so that's just what I am all about. I just don't want to wait until it's too late. I just want to already do it. Kids have it right, especially like little kids where they have no constraints, right? They just use the whole world as their playground. And we get mad at them for that, but they know what they're doing because like if they're allowed to just move like that for their whole life, then they're gonna feel so good when they're old. And that's me. I'll be the one at the playground. I don't care. I'm the one at the playground hanging from the bars. I don't care. I have freaking rings in my room, my bedroom. I don't care. I don't care because I feel so good, guys. And I want the same for you. Okay, all right. So guys, if you're looking to get started with sleeping on the floor, I have a floor sleeping 101 video. You can definitely check that out. I'll link my whole playlist below. But just like some general tips to get started, It should be gradual. Don't think that you need to dive all in like I did. Like, don't give your whole mattress away and be like, I'm gonna sleep on the floor. And then you're gonna be like, you'll be commenting on one of my videos like, Natasha, I went to sleep on the floor and I gave my mattress away and I want it back now. Like, don't come after me for that, okay, guys? It should be gradual. Maybe just set up a little floor sleeping station beside your regular mattress to see if you like it or not, or if it works for you. It doesn't work for everyone. I'm just saying that this has what has worked for me and I love it and I'm just sharing with you, but it's not for everybody, guys. Not for everyone. If in the middle of the night you're achy, go back to your regular bed and then you can still wake up achy from your regular bed. It's great. You can compare the achy's. Just kidding. But it's really a gradual process because especially if you've been sleeping on a soft surface for so long, your muscles are like used to that and you gotta just try to like gradually condition them to like get stronger again and to stabilize your spine better. So things to think about. So after 365 days on the floor, guys, I have to say that I feel so much better and I'm so glad that I started sleeping on the floor because it has been life-changing. Actually, it's changed my life, not just my life like health-wise and sleep-wise and just movement-wise, but also like I literally have a whole channel about sleeping on the floor, about sitting on the floor, about moving better, and it's been amazing. Like so much can change in just a year. The question I get the most is like, would you ever go back to a regular bed? No, 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 never. Like there are times that I have to go to a hotel and there's like a bed there and I have to sleep on it and then I'm so miserable the next day. I'm like, why did I do this? I've considered sleeping on the floor in a hotel, but it's just, you know, it's not my own floor. I don't know where that floor been. But I would just say that sleeping on a floor has solved all my back issues, whereas an expensive mattress did not. Results may vary. It's different for everyone, especially depending how much of your life you've spent on a regular mattress. Like, I wish I had just been doing this from when I was a kid. So at least my kids, they got already the advantage and they can decide what to do as they get older. But at least they know that this option exists for them and that they don't necessarily have to spend like so much money to get good sleep. Moving forward, I will continue to explore, I guess, seasonal adjustments to my floor bed and just keep tweaking things and see if there's any other improvements I can make. But for now, this is what's been awesome for me and my floor setup, and it's cost a fraction of the price of a whole big bed. What about you guys? Have any of you out there transitioned to floor sleeping? How far along are you? How's it working out for you? Do you have any questions? I don't know all the answers, but I would love to hear from you and maybe we could figure things out together.